Hello Internet, and welcome to Game 2 of the best of 3 against WOLFE, who, again, obviously is one of the best players in the world. A really good player. Game 1, really frustrating. Smurgle with evasion boosts. I did play 2 turns wrong, I think, in that last game as well. I had a free hypnosis on his incoming Smurgle and didn't go for it. That was the worst one. And I didn't know if he had wide guard or not, and went for a Precipice Blade. At least now I know he does have wide guard, but really I was considering just going for a Rock Tomb, and that would have probably won the game for me as well. So really frustrating, but this is game 2. It's a different game. I don't think he'll lead the same as he did last game because it didn't work out for him. So I think this game he might lead Kangaskhan Groudon. Yeah, I think he might lead Kangaskhan Groudon. Because we do know it's Scrappy, a Scrappy Kangaskhan. I don't think he'll go... I mean, it did work out for him. He did win that last game, didn't he? The problem with Kangaskhan Groudon for me is it means I've got to hit... I have got to hit a... Hypnosis out of Gravity. So we're going to go with Salamence this game. I think he might try and change things up because really he did get, you know, a bit of luck in that last game to help him win through there. I think the lead was in my favour, so I'm hoping he's switched his lead up a little bit. Good. Right. So I got this lead right. The Intimidate is obviously very nice as well. So now he's got the choice. Either he uses Fake Out on my Sableye and both of his Pokemon eat a Hyper Voice, or he uses Fake Out on my Salamence and I definitely get my Gravity. So I'm going to go for Gravity this turn, and I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice, and I'm going to let him decide what he wants to do here. So is withdrawing the Groudon. I don't mind that. Is this Gengar coming in? No, it's Kyogre coming in. Okay. So maybe he's going to go for just a Fake Out onto my Salamence here then. Okay, so all these animations. Here we go. Finally, we're going to get into some turns. We'll see if the Kangaskhan Mega evolves or not. Yeah, he does. I'm expecting just a Fake Out onto the Salamence here. So I've got my Gravity, which is nice, but it does mean I'm not going to be able to take advantage of Gravity just yet. So I don't think he'll go for a Water move here, because I've got my own Groudon switch-in potential here. Sableye can't really do too much, though. I'm pretty sure he is just going to go straight for an Ice Beam onto my Salamence. So I'm going to taunt the Kyogre and get a Hyper Voice off, because then it puts the Kyogre definitely in +2 Precipice Blades range. The only other option maybe that I might consider is going for a Tailwind, but I don't think he'll go for a Water move here, so I should have my Sableye sticking around, and I can quash with that. Is this the Groudon coming back in? No, it's a Smurgle. Okay, so the Smurgle's at least going to be taking a bit of damage here. Yeah, and an Ice Beam onto the Salamence. Yeah, okay. So we know, well, we don't know the item of the Smurgle yet. Hopefully it's not a mental herb Smeargle. That would not be good. But we're going to bring Groudon in here. And we do know my Groudon's faster. It's not a Scarfed Smeargle. He's got Wide Guard, he's got Spiky Shield, he's got Dark Void, and he's got Follow Me. So I want to Taunt and Swords Dance, but the problem with that is if it is a Mental Herb Smeargle, in which case maybe I just want to feint Precipice Blades. But if I don't Swords Dance, my Groudon won't be able to knock out his Groudon in one hit. This is tricky. How likely is WOLFE to be using a Mental Herb Smeargle? It is WOLFE, so maybe quite. So I'm going to feint it and go for a Precipice Blades. I'm not going to Swords Dance here. Okay. So at least we're getting some nice chip damage on the Kangaskhan. Is the Kyogre going to protect here? No, it isn't. Feint kind of forces WOLFE to not play as defensively as he normally would. Yeah, okay. So the Kyogre is taunted, isn't it? He might fake out my Groudon and withdraw his Kyogre. So what I'm actually going to do is taunt the Kyogre, thinking that he might be bringing Smeargle in there, and just, I know it's predictable, but it's safe. Just protect my Groudon here. Yeah, is this Smeargle coming in? That's Groudon coming in. Okay, so at least we taunted the Groudon. But this is the problem with not going for the Swords Dance. Oh, I really wish I'd gone for that Swords Dance now, because... Ooh. Oh, okay. That's not good. I think the game's over now, because he can just Sucker Punch my Groudon. So, I've got to bring Whimsicott in here, but Gravity is going to be ending. Yeah, he can just Sucker Punch my Groudon. And it should go down at this point. I think. Maybe it won't. Maybe I've got to go for a Quash here. Sucker Punch will be close. And this is potentially a speed tie. Seeing as he did Power Up Punch his own Groudon, maybe it is in Precipice Blade's range here. And I think that's what I've got to hope for. Yeah, so the Sucker Punch was to prevent anything other than Sucker Punch. And the Sucker Punch knocks it out. Yeah, okay. So... Oh, this has been really frustrating because I should have gone for the Swords Dance. Just anticipating, like thinking that he would have a Mental Herb Smeargle. And he just didn't. Or, well, we don't know if he didn't, but I've just played this all wrong. So, yeah, that's not good. We have been dismantled in this game. So, there's not really too much more to say about this, is there? Other than, let's forfeit and reflect on what happened. So, in the first game... he got evasion boosts. I misplayed a couple of turns. That was frustrating. In this game, if I'd gone for the Swords Dance that turn and just taunted the Smeargle, then I would have taunted the Kangaskhan that came in, but I would have been at +2, and I don't know, it still would have been tough, but we've just been undone, I guess. And this has been actually a really short battle, hasn't it? Yeah, not even 10 minutes now. So, frustrating to say the least. But thanks a lot for watching this, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's been worth doing. So thanks a lot, guys. Please like and share and subscribe if you haven't already as well. So thanks a lot, guys, and goodbye for now.